Okay, I hope. Woo! Hello, hello. What's this? Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Okay, seems to be working. Oh, you can hear me. Okay, good. I'm just fumbling my way through this. So anyway, today I've been working on this project for a little while, and it's sort of long, and it's not tedious, but it's taken me a while. So what it is I've started an ink journal, or not an ink journal, it's really more of an encyclopedia than it is a journal. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out of here to save space. I have a Galen Leather Cosmo Airlight notebook here, one of their everyday notebooks. Hold on one second, I got a fan on. That's probably better. Okay. And so I've thought about how to go about this, and I've not bothered doing any videos on it because I just didn't know what was the best way yet. But I think I like this. And so I've gotten through all of my inks up through Colorverse. And I've sort of refined it as I went, because otherwise I would just like go through the entire notebook. And so I've put more lines on here, and I think it looks better this way. It's a little bit more interesting this way. So today I thought it would be sort of fun and relaxing if we went through the next little batch of ink. And so I have a little bit of cross, a little bit of diatramentus, and then a whole bunch of diamine. I don't know if we'll get through all of it, but because there's a lot over here. But I figured we could start. And then once I did everything sort of by brand, then I was thinking of doing things by color family towards the back of the book. But I don't know. Like I said, this is a long, like it's a task. So I have here my hacked Pilot Parallel in a Walltown pen holder, or a Walltown body. Can you hear the music playing? Is it at a good volume? I'm just sort of fumbling my way through this stream. Okay, good. So this is the one and only cross ink that I have. Thank you, Manda. Or did I get it from Manda? I don't know. I think I got it in a roundabout way from Manda. This is Cross Violet. And how have I been doing this? Name. I'm gonna line up color. All right, I'm going to mute myself real quick so you don't hear the dryer. Mute didn't engage. Okay, well, I don't know. Sorry. I'm sorry about that. I don't know how close I can get. Well. There's some nice green sheen in here. There's also a little bit of gold sheen. That's kind of interesting. Next. I wonder why the mute didn't come on. Hi, Inky Hobbit. How you doing today? Yeah, it's sort of a rarity that I come on live. I looked, and the last time I had done it was December 2021. So it's been well over a year since I've done a live stream. Hi, Lorenzo. So I have all of the windows in my house open today because it's such a gorgeous warm day. How's the weather where you guys are? All your windows are open too? Oh. I'm sorry about the weather there. We've had pretty crazy weather here too. It'd be like really cold one day and then really warm the next. Like, make up your mind. But today and yesterday have been right in like the upper 60s and 70s. Sort of unseasonably warm. I'm here for it. I don't like cold weather. What happened there? Did I stick my hand in it? I think I stuck my hand in it, and that's why it... Does it look kind of blurry to you guys, or is it just me? Like, how's the resolution on your end? Is that better at all, if I zoom in a little bit? Okay. Then we shall be zoomed. This is Cosmo Air Light. This is one of the Galen leather everyday notebooks, I think is what they're called. This is a really pretty orange. Zooey. The aubergine is got some gold sheen in it too. It doesn't look like a super sheener, but it's got a little bit. That's nice. Alright, turn down your volume, because apparently I can't mute things. Oh wait, maybe I can turn down my volume. Okay, I'm gonna dry the ink, so there's gonna be noise. Okay. Did that work this time? Because I'm not sure. The mute didn't work last time. I'm hoping it worked this time. The Mahatma Gandhi looks like it has a little bit of sheen in it too in some of those heavy spots. Kind of looks reddish. I mean, I really wouldn't call that much of a sheen, but there's a little something in there. Okay. Alright, y'all. Moving on to the big project. I've got all of this here that I can't even completely put in frame. It's a lot. Thank you, Inkvent. So I've sort of got it kind of organized by color, kind of not. It's gonna be close but imperfect. And now that I've moved everything, everything's all out of whack. Okay. How do you organize your ink journal? I've never tried corn poppy red. I think it was probably discontinued or in the process of being discontinued right around when I started the hobby. And I'm not a big fan of red to begin with, so I've never experienced it. But I know a lot of people really like that one. It's very popular. Alright. What color end to start with? You want to start with purples or you want to start with greens? Green. Okay, we'll start with greens. Purple! She beat you to it. got Best Wishes. This was this year's Day 25 ink. We'll get to purple eventually. We'll get there. Save the best for last, right? Oh. Just fell right off the nib. That's not what you want. This isn't really green though, is it? It's like a blue-green. This is a weird color. I wasn't overly enamored by it. One down. We're doing all right. Yeah, soft mint is more of a blue. I'll do Sherwood green. Sherwood green is really one of my favorite diamine green inks. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Anybody have big plans for the weekend? Moving Valentine's celebrations over to a day that's like good for celebrations. Yeah, that's like blue. I really thought it was green for some reason. Poker night? That sounds like fun. Yeah, I've not played poker in forever. Do you have like a regularly occurring poker night, or is this just sort of like a special day? A special occurrence? Is that the best way though? I'm not sure that's the best way to do that. Are you a hustler or something? We used to play for like change, like pocket change. We all had these like matching little bags that were our change purses, just like filled with quarters and stuff. It was fun. This also has a lot of blue in it. Painting the living room. Ooh, being productive. Look at you. Come paint mine. We're in desperate need of new paint. I don't think this house has been painted. Well, it's certainly not been painted since we lived here. So it's overdue. What color are you painting it? Ghost ship. Huh. Let's see. I feel like I have a ghost ship in here. It might just be Ghost. Yeah, it was one of my favorites from last year. I really liked that one. Ghost ship, pale blue gray. That's pretty. We have in a good chunk of the house, all of like the communal areas, we have like a slate blue. It's like a gray, darker gray blue. It's more like a slate color though. And then a lighter pale gray blue also. It's nice. The rest of the house is more of like a cream color wall. Okay. Oh, spruce. It's very difficult to see any green in that black ivy. That is very, very blue. Ugh. Let's see how this one spreads. This is the scented one from this past year. I don't mind the smell, but it does sort of smell like something you would use to wash your floors with. It doesn't really smell to me like something I want coming out of a pen. And it's so super wet. It just spreads and spreads. There's just something in like the scented formulations of theirs. Like they should take a really dry ink and then add fragrance to it. Yeah, I'm not sure what they were thinking with that one. That's true. Yep. Chameleon and Sheening and oh, Amanda's here. And Shimmer, and then what do they call it? Did I already say Chameleon? I had something for everybody in the last one. How you doing, Amanda? Is it really an 8-hour day, though, if you can cram it into 4 hours? It's going all right. Hi, Marcia. I figured y'all might want like a lunch break. I don't work on Fridays, so I can do these sorts of things. Why? Why would Friday be your busy day? Friday is the worst day to be busy. How's your transcription project going, Amanda? Oh, good. Okay, I think we should probably go into like yellowy stuff right now, right? Like maybe like Three Kings or Honeyburst or something. That seems like the logical next thing, right? Go into some browns. Maybe not. Or do we go into more blues? Well, I mean, it's not like you have a shortage of ink, Manda. I'm not a big proponent for wasting ink, but oh, we're going with ash. I forget about this one. This is sort of like a green-gray. I have a bunch of samples that have like hardly any ink left in them, and so this month, instead of, you know, just putting whatever ink that I wanted in pens, I've just been using inks that I need to just use the rest of them up, and so I have half a dozen pens inked with remaining samples of whatever. And so that's what I've been working with this month. Well, that's good. This is wonky. Yeah, I was watching Miss Marilyn last week, I think, and they were so he just throws them onto like a piece of whatever and makes art with like the remaining amount, and I'm like, oh, that's a good idea too. This is a mess. Yeah, I understand that. You don't want to waste ink that you can't get any more of. It's sort of like a precious commodity. Well, the problem when you fully ink a pen and it's like a TWSBI Eco or something is that you get sick of it before you end up using it up. I get bored with ink. I really like having, so like the Kaweco Sport converters, those tiny little things, I really like them because it allows me to, oh, you can't even see this, it allows me to change the ink more often. I did smoke on the water. And I painted my Inktopuss. He's all sparkly now. Isn't he cute? Okay, that's done. That's done. Yeah, let's look at these. Let's knock things over and look at these. Yeah, Black Ivy is very sheeny. Spruces a little bit. And then Smoke on the Water. And that dried surprisingly quick. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself. Hopefully it mutes, and dry this page, and then I'll unmute myself. Really? My mute doesn't work? Okay, well, I don't know what to do then, because like literally there's a mute button here for my microphone. Okay. I have this big blob of ink right here. Is there a rhyme or reason to how I'm cataloging? Right now it's just by brand, Manda. And then later on, once I do all of my by brand cataloging, then I'm going to do by color family. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just sort of like going with it. Okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't like burst your eardrums. I have no idea what I'm doing with this live stream software. Like, it took me an hour just to like be able to connect my camera to it. So I'm doing what I can. It's not much. It would help if I did these more often, and so, you know, I would be more experienced with doing them if I did them more often. But, and maybe I will. This is sort of like cheating, because I don't have to edit the video afterward. And then I get to chat with you guys, so that's kind of cool too. I like that. All right. I'm guessing we should go into blue next, since so much blue. Any objections to blue? We can start with soft mint. Oh, it's a, making me think about it again. How dare you? It's a Galen Leather Everyday Cosmo Airlight book. So that's why I'm using so much for hand oils, because I know this paper is really, really finicky. But I had the notebook, and I'm like, I need to use it for something. And so this is it. I'm going to figure out that volume thing though. Not today, but I'll figure it out eventually. Because this might be something I make more of a habit of, since I've got less time to do videos, to like do editing and whatnot now. So this is sort of nice for me, that I can like still like hang out with you guys and give you content in some way. Whether this is interesting to you or not, I don't know. But to save me the time in the edit is really nice. Oh, it is. How do you like it? I don't have all of last year's Inkvent inks anymore. I don't remember if I sold them or gave them away or did both, but kind of thank God for that now, because we would be here for hours. Cataloging by date on various papers. Holy cow. See, well, that's a good reason to hoard your samples. That's a big project. That is a big, big project. So are you going to have duplicate Colo decks and Colo ring cards, Amanda? I mean, you already have duplicate Colo ring cards. See, and let me share something with you real quick. This has nothing to do with this, but I thought I was being clever, and I'll zoom out a little bit. Welcome to the mess of my desk. I have this, because I thought that this would be like a really good idea to organize my swatches by color. Because that's how I like to look for things. If I'm looking to like create a palette of inks for that month or whatever, I want to see things by color. Because I don't want, like, I say this, but I do it every month. I don't want like 2 purples or something in the month, but I usually always have like 2 or 3 purples in the month. Anyway, so like doing it like this is sort of nice. Because everything is sort of like in like the color families, but the problem is that if you get a new one and it's like it should be in like this section or whatever, then it sucks because you have to rearrange all of these after it. And so that's where having like a Colodex is nice, to be able to like easily rearrange things. But I already started with the ring, the ring swatches, like the coloring ones. And I can't like go back and redo all of them because I don't have any of that ink anymore. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's frustrating. I might go to what Mountain of Ink does, and she was looking at changing it recently. But what she was doing was she had these boxes that were kind of this shape made. I think it was, she said her brother made them, and she just stored everything like lined up in boxes. And I'm like, ooh, I kind of like that too. Of course I would get a phone call. Okay. Oh, Marcia. Okay, so is that, you didn't use like Fountain Pen Companion? You just like created your own spreadsheet? See, that's a good idea too, Elizabeth. Just put it in a binder so you can move it all around. Yeah, take cards with you or measurements of cards. Your own spreadsheet. Yeah, see, I sort of wish that Fountain Pen Companion, like, I don't think they have that function of, like, when did you add this particular ink? What is the reason behind why you want to do it by acquisition date? And I agree, Elizabeth. I like how white this paper is. I generally don't like cream colored papers. And I'm interested in the Cosmo Air Snow as well. I just haven't bothered to get it. How do you all feel about the new redesign of the Fountain Pen Companion site? Those of you that use it. You like it? I feel like it's a little bit harder to navigate just because of how it fits in my browsers. Like, there's a lot more scrolling that you have to do. It was a little bit easier for me before. But you can't make something perfect for everybody, so I'm sure that he was probably just, you know, fixing one thing and it made it better for certain applications, but it sort of made it a little bit harder to navigate for me. Yeah, today I was looking at it on my phone, and I was specifically looking, you know how you can search for ink brands and see like all of the inks under that brand? I was specifically looking at the Wearingeul inks, and it was sort of strange because like it'll show, you know, the name of the ink, and then it'll show like the color of the ink, like that little swatchy bit, but it only showed every other one. And I'm like, is this like a bug with mobile? Wait, what? You'll do it by date, because if you do it by brand or color and then you get more of that ink later, it'll be out of order. I don't understand what you mean by that. Okay, so let me let me pester you about this, Marcia. So you remember, like, you'll be able to find your ink better according to the date that you got it rather than the brand or the color? Because for me, like, I might forget the brand, but like I'm gonna remember the color. And so I tend to like to sort by color. It's just sort of how my brain functions. You gotta explain that one to me. You could punch a hole in your existing swatches and put them on rings. Well, they're already punched. They're coloring cards that I've cut down to fit into those business card binder things. Are you saying punch like a Colodex, like a Rolodex? Is there like a Rolodex hole punch out there that you could use? What is this one? What is this ink that I have, Christine? Is that what you're saying? Like turn your coloring cards into Colodex cards with like a hole punch. Okay. I was gonna say, you must be a savant of some kind to remember like the dates that you acquired certain things to organize by date. Although it is good to know when you got an ink, you know, because you don't want ink sitting around for forever. What we need to do is we need to get those old school, what we all need to do, yeah. Should get those like old like library, the card catalog cards from like, you know, how you go into library, old school library, when you had to know like the number of a book or whatever, and then you had to go to the card catalog and pull it up. That's how we should be sorting our ink swatches, is by card catalog. Yeah, a card catalog for inks. That way we could get like a slightly larger card, right? It'll be punched that one hole in the middle on the bottom, or is it 3 holes? I don't even remember anymore. And then we could just like flip through it. Oh, let me bring it in closer, so everything's not so blurry. See, and then that would allow us to have an infinite number of inks swatched, which is what we're really all going for, right? All right, Marsha, you're banned. Banned. Somebody remove her from the chat. I thought about that, and so like when I did cross earlier today, I only did it on one page because I don't ever anticipate having more than one page of cross inks. And so I am allowing myself extra pages for brands that I anticipate having more inks for. Don't kiss up now, you've already said it. Yeah, I understand what you're talking about though. There's just like not great ways of doing this, is what I've discovered. But I thought this would be fun, even if it's flawed. Is Earl Grey more blue, or is it more purple in it? What do you guys think? Ghost is sort of more on the purple side. sort of more on the purple side. Well, it might work unless it was something like this brand where there's hundreds and hundreds of inks. Then you would have to dedicate multiple notebooks to the same brand, right? Yeah, I have this sticker on the top for Earl Grey, and I'm like, that has some like pink in it and some blue in it. So I don't know what color it is. It's more purple. Oh. Okay. I'm also curious how many inks Marcia has. Holy cow. That's a lot, Marcia. Are they mostly samples or are they mostly bottles? You win. Arctic Blast. Okay, so it's just mostly samples. Where on earth do you put all of those samples, Marcia, and how are you storing them? I have a mixture of these things. This is only half empty because I took the samples out for this live stream. This is full usually. And then those test tube thingies is what I've been using. And even then, I'm like at capacity. I cannot take on any more ink right now. So wait a minute. Tempest was year before last, right? And then this year was Silent Night. So basically, what did they do? What did they do? They took the shimmer out of Tempest for Silent Night this year? Is that what happened? Yup. See, Inkvent is so fun, but sometimes I wonder, like, are they just, like, putting shimmer in or taking shimmer out of inks that they have that already exist, and so then technically it's a new ink? Okay. Yeah, I can't decide like which storage method I prefer. Like the shotgun shell thingies are nice because it's just like a contained box and it's small and you can kind of put them wherever. But then those ink vial thingies, well, those test tube vial thingies are nice too because one, they hold more and it's like easier to see what you got. Woo! Go ink, go! You can do it. Tempest looks a little more blue-green in the water portion. Yeah, but they are really similar. Like, I can't tell if this is lighter because it doesn't have any sheen in it. Like, because there's like some bits of sheen in here. They're very similar. Like, I can't imagine making a case for owning this ink and this ink, other than it came in an Inkvent calendar. Right, but then so how are you organizing them in your shell cases? I mean, like, do you have like, are you organizing them by brand? So like one shell case is one brand, or are you organizing them by color? Oh, because you've dropped them. Okay. See, that makes a lot of sense to me. Ah, I missed a green. Crap. You'll have to come back around at the other end. This is the other problem with this method, if you have to like put in a color in here if you're sorting them by color. It's flawed, y'all. It's flawed. Maybe you can sneak it in with some of the yellows, because it's sort of a olivey color. Well, the problem with like not organizing them in any way is that it takes forever to find them. Brands are mixed in a case if I only have one. Yeah, that makes sense. Dag is here. Hi, Dag. V Gates. Sehr gut. Okay, my German's not that good. You're writing also Gerada. What is that? Now? 2 as well? Gerada aus. What is that? Gerada aus. I don't know. Ich weiß nicht. Meine Deutsch ist schlecht. I can say that really well. Because I say it often. Yes, now. Okay, good. Nicht jetzt? What's the difference between that and jetzt? Language lesson. Okay. So since my mute does not work, I'm going to dry this. Y'all are going to hear it. Turn down your volume if you must. I don't think it's going to be too bad. And I'm also going to change out my water. There is no difference. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves. All right. Zooey. Look at the sheen on this page. That is bananas. Ooh, that upon a star is pretty. Okay, in case you guys are wondering, I use one of these dealies, which I think is for like embossing, like melting embossing waxes. But this is super handy for inky stuff. None of y'all asked, but just in case you were thinking about it. Okay. This I'm gonna put on this page. Flip it over. Oh yeah, and I wanted to change my water. 2 seconds. Okay. You keep meaning to get one of those little dryer thingies. Whatever that... It's like a craft heat gun is what it is. Some of this stuff out of my way. This is too much stuff. I don't think we're going to get through all of these today because there's still like a lot left, so maybe some other Friday. Maybe we'll do one more page and then call it quits for today. A heat gun and an ultrasonic cleaner. I never needed one of those for pen stuff until I tried those Pannonia pigment inks with like little pigment flakes in them. Yeah, it's just so handy. I have like a little hook hanging on my craft cart next to the desk here, and it's just hanging off of that. And it's so handy when you need to dry things. Would he buy you one of those? That's kind of awesome if he did. He knows what you like. You only remember putting it in the cart. Oh, was it like something on Amazon and he went in and was just like, I gotta order some stuff, and just like bought all of it? So you guys know how, Maria had a video recently. I don't know how recently because my memory sucks, but she had a video recently on resist, like doing those. Like Wearingle has those ink swatch cards, and you swatch over it, and like a cat face appears, like a Cheshire cat. So I was thinking, for those of us that actually have, no, he's clueless. For those of us that have embossing stuff, couldn't you use like a stamp a clear emboss on paper and like do a similar thing? I don't remember what exactly she was using though, but it might make like a really clean. I don't know. I was thinking about it. Clearly not very hard, but I was thinking about it. It was on my mind. He's clueless about paper. I think we have to go into purples next. So since we don't know what color is, what Earl Grey is, we'll do it in between blue and purple. How's that? Kind of looks blue to me. You have any Valentine's Day plans? Eat chocolate, drink wine. once upon a time I bought the, shoot, are they the Camiterior ones? Now I got it. I bought these, yeah, Camiterior, because these are like super cute, right? And they come with like a little blotting paper. Oh, it's adorable. And I was including them in pen pal letters, and then I stopped doing that because it was a lot of work. But it was kind of fun. I don't know what what my pen pals get out of it, but it was sort of fun for me. Ooh, what ink was that? That's pretty. Well, see, you know, if you need a bunch of them, if you do the embossing yourself, you can probably do it for cheaper than buying the 700 cards that you need. Okay, Ghost. Oh, by the way, y'all, if you haven't seen it, Dag posted recently a video of her son playing piano. It's really lovely. You guys should go watch it. He's very talented. Go watch it. Right now if you have to. I think it's only, what, 7 or 8 minutes long. Oh. How old is he, if you don't mind me asking? Is he like college level or is he high school? Almost 24. That's awesome. Is he planning on performing or teaching when he gets out of school? Not that one excludes the other, but... Not sure yet. I majored in music performance. Things were a little bit different back when I was in school, though. I graduated in 2008, and so I don't necessarily have positive, well, it's not for everybody, majoring in music. Because it's a very difficult life afterward. I hope he's good at networking. If he's shy, make sure that he knows how to network well, because that's how you get all the good opportunities. I think that applies to a lot of fields, though. I didn't do my water on the last one. Oh no, hurry before it dries. Hurry. Ah! Oh no! Well, crap. Give me some of this. Like it never even happened. You hope he is. I majored in bassoon performance. So I have a master's degree and an undergraduate degree in performance. And that's why I'm back in school right now. And it's not that I don't get good opportunities to play, but as an instrumentalist whose primary like job stuff is like orchestra, it's a grind. So like I can't like just go like, you know, play somebody's wedding, just me. Pianists have a lot more opportunities in that sense. They can play in church, and they can do individual gigs, or like play, yeah, and just they're like a one-man band type thing. So I think it's probably a little bit easier to find work as a pianist than it is to find work as a weird instrumentalist. Yeah, oh is the correct. Oh is the correct reaction to the, oh, you're a bassoonist? Yeah. Like, not that I would like take back my college experiences, because they were really formative, and you know, it was so much fun. I loved it, but after school was difficult, just because all of those arts programs, they were basically just cut. There was nothing happening for artists in 2008. So it was just bad timing. bad timing. But I still do cool bassoon things. I play wherever I can. Last year we did Into the Woods, and I do Nutcracker every year, which, like, I can't believe that I don't get sick of. I'm not sure how many performances of Nutcracker we've done, but it's just like one of those things, like, you can't get sick of Tchaikovsky. It's impossible. It's actually impossible. So yeah. Oh! Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that's something that really like hit us hard. COVID. I just dumped ink all over myself and my table. Because, nobody was hiring musicians. All the big venues were closed. All the venues were closed. Because you don't want, like, audiences sitting in right next to each other, coughing on each other. And a funny story, right before the lockdown, my husband and I went out to see Les Mis, and like we heard all these people coughing and hacking, and we're just like, ugh. And then everything shut down. So yeah, it was sort of difficult for the first like 2 years of the pandemic, but now everything's pretty much back. So it's nice to. I've been purpled. It's nice to see things bounce back. And it looks like it only got sort of the edge of my book. Oh no. But my desk over here is definitely purple. Oh no. Okay. We're all good. So yeah, music is not something that I do full time. It's just sort of like a hobby type thing that I do now. I have a day job. No, it was Seize the Night. I would have really been upset if it was Deck the Halls. I look bruised though. It looks like I had a rough weekend. This has more red in it than I remembered it having. I need to get that in a pen. I said that last year and I still haven't bothered to do it. Yeah, it does have kind of a smell to it. I'm sniffing my hand. I spilled like half the bottle. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Okay, Amanda, you get to pick the last one for this page because I can only fit one. Majestic Purple or the Bilberry that you sent me? Which one? Amanda! Majestic Purple. You don't want this one? I'm surprised. Okay, I'll put it in the box. Blurple, why didn't you... Alright, well the Blurple one can go on the next page even though we've already done all of the blues. That's okay. So we'll do this one. We'll take a look back at what we've accomplished today. And then I'm going to go and clean up the giant mess that I've made. I'm just really happy that I managed not to get any on my shirt. See, this smells the same to me. I don't know if I'm smelling Seize the Night just because it's everywhere. But I think this one smells too. And a cat here. Get out of there, cat here. Ta-da! Oh, it's sticky too. Why is it sticky? You guys are too funny. Okay. Wow, that dried real quick. For the most part, in like the swatchy area. Probably a little bit imperfect, but this whole book is imperfect. Yeah, I forgot about the sheen in Seize the Night. That is a pretty color. I like that. For some reason, I thought it had brown in it. Like, maybe it's just like this gold sheen in like the heavy puddles that makes it look a little brown. I don't know, that's a weird one, isn't it? Okay. Lots of It Stinks comments. Yeah. And I think it was the first one, I think it was the, like, day one ink. And so everybody was just like, oh God, what are we into now? Alright, so we have Cross Violet that we did today. And then we had our Diatramentus inks that I stuck my hand in. So, yeah. And then a bunch of greens. Oop, wrong direction. Lots of shimmery, sheeny. Ooh, yeah, those look pretty. I'm really happy that Taurus is that like burnt orange color. That excites me. Shimmery! Yep. And then we've got some blues. Also very shimmery. Ooh, everybody say it with me. Ooh. Ah. And then some purpley, bluey, Manda-Eek type colors. And then we'll start back up with more Diamine next time. Next time I get up the gumption to do one of these live streams, maybe next month or so. Something happened to the 50 States inks? Oh. Alright folks, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. This has been an hour and 45 minutes of inky fun, and it's made all the more fun with you guys, and obviously with my new hand color. But look, if you take off the ring, but yeah. So anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate y'all. You guys make this fun. And I will talk to y'all later. And there should be a currently inked coming out next week if I'm not too crazy busy or / lazy to get it done. That should be coming next week because that should be around the mid-month mark. And then I don't know what the next video after that's gonna be. We'll see what it is. We'll have to find out later when that time comes because I've not planned it yet. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. I'll see you later. Thank you so much. Have a good one.